You know what? You know what is interesting about Africa right now? It's not just the fact that people are talking about it anymore. It's it is who is doing the talking that is changing everything. For a long time, Africa's image to the outside world was mostly shaped by big institutions, governments, and international media. And let's be honest, that version was often incomplete. You see, sometimes it focused only on problems. Sometimes it missed the everyday reality entirely. But now, something very different is happening. People are just picking up cameras and telling their own stories. No big production teams, no overly polished scripts, just real life. And somehow, that is what is changing perception the most. Take someone like Wadimaya, that village boy. Or for example, he didn't become influential by trying to copy a Western style of storytelling. See, he became influential by doing the opposite, by just showing Africa as it is. The people, the places, businesses, and everyday moments you don't usually see on international news. And what is surprising is that people actually trust that more because today's audience is different. They don't just want information, they want experience. They want to experience the people, the real stuff happening on the ground. You see, so they want to see things for themselves through someone else's eyes. So when a creator walks through a town in Africa, somewhere in Africa, talks to locals, eats the food, and shares it honestly, that creator experiences the culture of the people. It feels more real than a polished tourism advert. That's where things are really shifting. No, tourism, for example, is no longer just about posters and campaigns. It's about perception. And perception is now being shaped on social media, one video at a time. A single vlog can make someone in Europe or America say, this is how this place looks like. No, I want to go there. Let's see, more than $1 billion campaign might do. But here is where the conversation gets deeper. African governments are still spending heavily on traditional ways of promoting the continent, while often overlooking the creators who are already doing that work organically. People who are already building trust with global audiences every single day. And this raises a simple question that I have been thinking about. And it's, why not work with them? Why not the government work with such creators? No, because at the end of the day, creators are not just entertainers anymore. They are storytellers. They are cultural bridges. They are quietly shaping how the world sees entire countries. You see, and maybe the biggest shift we are witnessing is this. Africa is no longer just being described from the outside. It is now being narrated from within. Not in one voice, not in one style, but in thousands of small authentic stories that together are slowly rewriting the continent's image in real time. And honestly, that might be the most powerful change happening right now. I would like you to watch this video that happened. It's a summit that took place in Ethiopia where Wadimaya was invited and then alongside other personalities who shared their dream on Africa, how to promote or how to market Africa from a content creator's point of view. Thank you for sticking and staying with me today. This is David Resiste. Until I come your way again, have a great day.
Travel vlogger and a digital media influencer known for promoting positive African stories through his platform. Trained as an aeronautical engineer, he has become one of Africa's most influential content creators, using storytelling to showcase culture, innovation, and success across the continent. A leading travel creator shaping African narratives. Please, a warm welcome to Wadomaya. A representative of the Ministry of Tourism, please welcome to the stage Tedros Derebo. And our final panelist is an Ethiopian model, software engineering student, and advocate for women's health and education. She gained international. How can creators challenge those perceptions authentically?
I personally believe that Africans are the real ambassadors of the continent. And if you're looking for anyone to tackle stereotypes, you don't need to wait for somebody to come and tell your stories for you. You have to start telling your own stories. I'm more like a typical example as an aviation engineer after graduating from university. My own colleagues, because I came from Africa, they felt like I am not that smart to belong to where I am. Hence the reasons why I decided to go on this journey by showcasing the beauty of Africa to the rest of the world. So I believe that it's about time for each and every one of us as Africans, with all the platforms that are being created, use our platform wisely to change the stereotypes of our own continent, because no one else will do it for us apart from us.
How do you think you're telling Africa's story differently through your content?
I think for me, it was more like the authenticity for me. I just didn't want to be anyone else. I just wanted to be me because I was born and raised in the village, so I wanted to use the village way of telling stories, which I believe that carried a lot of impact because a lot of people were able to connect with me while creating the videos. I think when it comes to platforms, creating stories on different platforms also matters. But one platform that I felt like carried a lot of weight at that time when I was starting was YouTube. And I could just wake up any day, anytime, anywhere, just to tell a story. But the main focus is by telling a positive African story. You will never see any negative story about what I do. I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't encounter negativity whilst traveling. But I lived in China, and China is all about branding. I used to work for the Chinese government. So they show you what to post and what not to post. But when it comes to Africans, we take our negativity and tell you, hey, come for it. We give out our negativity. But because of what I learned when I was living in China, I decided that, hey, it's time to rebrand Africa in my own way. We are the real voices of the continent, whether you like it or not. Like the host said, over 400 million people. If you start believing in us, believe me or not, we'll be powerful than the CNN or the BBC that you pay money to showcase your stories. Thank you.
This question is to Haseit. In global competitions and international spaces, how important is it to stay authentic to your culture and true to yourself?
Thank you. So, answering your question, as Miss World Africa, as Miss World Ethiopia 2025, going to the Miss World competition, I have seen a lot of countries, a lot of representatives trying to be what they are not. And I feel like when it comes to being African, us Africans are the one that compromise our values. As he said, we don't really support each other, and it's not even supporting each other. I have got the chance to travel across Africa, different countries, and I have seen that our old morals, our old folklores, our old traditions and cultures are presumed to be backward. Even ourselves, we don't even believe that we have our own things and we can excel and we know better for ourselves. Because I think as Africans, what we tried to do was directly implement what the Western world has said to us is right into our culture, which kind of made a division between them and us, which kind of is like, if you see it, it's like water and oil. We have our own kind of traditions, our own culture, our own beautiful clothes. I'm more into the fashion industry, so I'll get into that. Our own beautiful clothes, our own beautiful songs, but we're always compromising ourselves for others and other cultures. So I think authenticity is where we truly accept ourselves first. I think we need to work on our Pan-African mindset first. As Africans, we need to know that Africa comes first. And we need to, in order for us to change the narrative of Africa in different countries, I think it's so much important that we change our perception of Africa. Because even us, we don't really believe in ourselves. Because I travel to different countries, as I told you, different continents, as Miss World Africa, as a person that's the second from like 109 countries. And even in different African countries, I go and I see them paying so much respect for people that are not their color, but I am Miss World Africa. And it's so discouraging to see us worshiping the Western tradition and the Western world. So I feel like the first thing that we need to do is be true to ourselves, know that we are not only better, but we function when we are ourselves. Knowing what authenticity is what is going to make us authentic in the first place. Knowing ourselves and not really degrading our culture is what really is important. I'm sorry I talked.
Thank you.